Green. Hello. Are we back? Hello. Okay, that was weird. It just all of a sudden gave me, I saw the red square and it said trying to reconnect and it just never. So Becky Foe singled up the middle, but it looks like that's going to be a Dragon special, and it will be Hatman going for two there. A 3-6-3 Dragon special of the Unicorn Zone. And we're pretty much on equal footing now. Don't know why we had that hiccup. It's not like I did anything. I literally hit stop streaming and then started the stream again. It just got angry for a second. I don't think we missed much as we go to the bottom of the fourth, still scoreless. 0-2 to Woody Walker. And Iron Balls pops this one up to short. Turnpike is there. Make the catch round number one. Here is King Kush. Probably has a decent argument for consideration as the heroic or the epic MVP. King Kush hit 406 on the season, but did just get rung up there. 7 home runs, 20 RBIs for him. So 2 away now. Locked in Austin Floston. So I need to keep close eye on stream if bad things happen. This one's into left. Trey flip-flop to the wall. Over the reach of Alex Longstop. That will get down for a 2-out double. A chance for the Unicorns here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Gerald Davis. Davis with 18 RBIs on the regular season. Could contribute a massive one here. Flares this one into right, and Max Range will range his way back to make the catch for round number 3, and it comes to naught. And we're tied at a bunch of knots here in the top of the fifth. Or aughts. Semantics. 1-1 the count to Carlita Beltran. The new catcher for the High Rollers. But she'll ground this one to Porterhouse for round number 1. One run through 13 innings tonight. As Elder points out, the pitchers knew the assignment and have come prepared. And that's up the middle for Evans, and he has himself a base hit. Did Elder just self-jinx himself? We'll find out. Spark still locked in, though. 4 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts through 4 1/3. Pitch count a bit high, though. 70 pitches here through 1 out in the top of the fifth. Long stop jammed on that one in foul territory, and that will be a catch made by Hatman. Big foul area here in Shaka, and Unicorns use that to their advantage here for out number 2 here in the top of the fifth. And here's Piston Omen, and they're gonna get Evans in a rundown. He was going, and and Mabel Sparks timed that up nicely and picks him off, and we'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Sparks' counterpart, Floston, starting off the fourth with 54 pitches, now throwing 55 and then 56 there. He's locked in through 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 Ks. Pretty similar stat lines for both pitchers tonight. As that one's a grounded to first, range to Floston for round number 1. Brings up Moo Shaw. And Moo Shaw slops down up the middle. She's got herself a base hit. Brings up Haggy Porterhouse. Boston still locked in. Porterhouse 1 for 1 tonight. Austin Floston, a 3.79 ERA pitcher this year, as Porterhouse softly lines that to short, 2 away. 1.45 whip through 20 and a third innings pitched. Even 11-11 walk to strikeout ratio. And has a 1-2 count here to Alex Hatman. Hatman connects that one, sends it into center field. Piston Omen charging in on it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. And we are all square through 5, 0 apiece as we head into the 6th inning. Top of the order, do it for the High Rollers. We'll see if Sparks can get a bit ahead of this pitch count here, maybe with a quick 1-2-3 inning. Has a 1-1 count here against Piston Omen, 0 for 1 with a walk. The only walk she's issued so far tonight has been to this man here. And that's a line shot to flip-flop for out number 1. That's into left, but a play for Woody Walker, 2 away. And that brings up max range. First time Wooley's been retired tonight. Range, though, doesn't allow Sparks to complete the 1-2-3 inning as he slaps one through the middle infield and rolls it all the way to a wall, and he's got himself a 2-out double. So one of the better opportunities now for the High Rollers they've seen tonight. Runner in scoring position now for Becky Foe. Swings off the off-speed, misses, 0-1. Finds bottom of the zone, 0-2. Oh, strike 3 called! Mabel Sparks freezes her, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. Still at zeros here. Top of the order, do it for the Unicorns.
The shortstop, number 13. Nope, high. Touchdown.
Jose Odorin to left, and that gets down in front of long stop. Leadoff runner aboard for the Unicorns to start the home half of the 6th. Long stop just a half a step behind that one. Couldn't catch up to it in time. And the Unicorns have leadoff runner aboard here. That one's to the left side of the infield. Turnpike gets up to it. Oh, just gets the first in time for out number 1. Just a step ahead of Iron Balls. So 1 on, 1 out here for King Kush, the runner in scoring position. So RBI activated for him. Can he come up with the game's first run? Runner's going for third. The throw from Beltran in the dirt. Oh, it gets away from Ollie. But oh, the runner thought about going, but came back in the nick of time. Infield play in. Oh, a bad hop from Woolley. It goes over his head, and the Unicorns will take the lead 1-0. A really awkward short hop from Wally Woolley. He doesn't come up with it, and a run will score for the Unicorns. And that one's out of the range of Vic Turnpike, and the inning goes on. 2 more runners aboard for the Unicorns. Still only 1 out here, and it's Gerald Davis. Floston no longer locked in. A very awkward play from Woolley there. Just didn't really look like he got a full extension on the jump. It didn't look like it went over his head by much. But nonetheless, it gets over his head, and the run scores for the Unicorns. Jake Davis pops up for out number 2. Brings up Breezy Bree, 2 on, 2 out. Floston looking to get out of the jam with just the 1 earned. 2-1 the count. Swings at that one, chops it foul. 2-2 now. Oh, curveball just misses a bit low, and the count is full. Runners going, and it's fouled off. We'll do it again. There goes the pitch, swung on, popped up in foul territory, trending towards the stands. Max Range tracking it, and it's out of his range. Third time the charm for Bree as she lets that one by, and she'll take a walk, and the bases are loaded now for Moonshaw. For Moonshaw, excuse me, not Moonshaw. A chance for her to break this one open for the Unicorns. Pressure all the way up here for Floston. That one's fouled off, 0-2 to Shaw. Doesn't chase low. Curveball in there for strike 3! And he gets run up there, but not before the Unicorns take the 1-0 lead going into the top of the 7th.
Third baseman, number 40. Ball high.
What inning did the Gauchos score their run in? Do we have some 6th inning magic in these games? I can't remember what inning that was.
No, inside.
It's a full count for a tense blind dolly. He golfs at this one into right center. Haggy Porterhouse managing to get there just in the nick of time to make the catch for out number 1.
Number 20.
Brings up an 0 for 2 Vic Turnpike.
Ball outside. Ball that's low.
It's another full count for Sparks, but another swing and out for the High Rollers. Couldn't tell what that pitch was offhand, but 2 full counts bounce the Unicorns' way, and it's 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. This one's fouled back. Beltran 0 for 2. It was this late middle to bottom part of the order that did the dirty work for the High Rollers in that Bomber series, but not getting anything across Maple Sparks tonight as we head into the bottom of the 7th inning. 8-9-1 do it for the Unicorns here.
The second baseman, number 12.
Floston to take the mound to start the 6th with 89 pitches now. I'd imagine he might only face 1 or 2 more batters depending how things go. It's a 3-0 count to Porterhouse. Finds his own there, 3-1. Battles back to a full count. Swing and a miss! Floston rings him up. 1 away. Hatman up 0 for 2. And that will do it for Floston. In comes Tipsy Reynolds, the OG High Roller. Let's see what her season has been. A 5.45 ERA in the regular season with a 1.26 whip. Pitched in 35 2/3 innings, 18 earned runs, 17 walks to 18 strikeouts, 8 home runs surrendered. So a bit of a mixed bag for Reynolds. Not the worst ERA we've seen, but surprising it's that high, especially the home runs being that high with her being one of the better pitchers in the league stat-wise. 1 on, 1 out here for the Unicorns in the bottom of the 7th. She has turned it on in the postseason, but this one's into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Runner's headed for third. Long stop finally up with it. He doesn't have an arm. Runner's rounding third, headed from home, and the Unicorns put another run up above the board. The most runs we've seen in the game tonight, and it's 2-0 Unicorns. An RBI double from Jose Odor, one of the building blocks of the turnaround of this franchise, drafted in season 4. And he pads the lead for his team here in the bottom of the 7th. Dribble of 2, Turnpike, he's up with it. The throw in time for out number 2, gets iron balls knocked down. But here's King Kush, another opportunity with that RBI man. Active with the runner at third. He came through clutch once, but won't come through clutch here a second time as he grounds out Ollie to range for round number 3. Another one for the Unicorns, though, makes it 2-0 going into the top of the 8th. Evans, long stop, and Omen due up here. Wonder if Evans will stay in. He will. No Holden King or Kip Armhorn tonight so far. Sparks staying in the game as well at 100 pitches now, still locked in. This one's up the middle. Odor with the stop, the throw in time. An amazing play by Odor to knock down the speedy Evans. A huge first out and brings us to Alex Longstop. Longstop into left. Should be an easy play for Woody Walker, and he makes the catch for round number 2. Take nothing for granted, though, with Walker. He did drop one of those against the ball players, and that will do it for Sparks. She goes 7 2/3 with a 0 on the board in the earned run category. Has her team up here 2-0. Trevor Belmont tasked with getting the final 4 outs, and he gets one of them there. And we'll go bottom of the 8th. The Unicorns trying to get a couple more insurance runs with Flip-Flop, Davis, and Bree to up here in the bottom of the 8th. Bree with a Flip-Flop with a fantastic night. 3 for 3, a double and 2 singles, and she gets one down the third base line. Ollie makes a dive for it. The throw, not in time. So an infield single brings up Gerald Davis. 0-2 the count now to Davis. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He gets this one back to Reynolds. Reynolds goes to second for 1. Woolley to first. Dragons special. A 1-4-3 double play. And it's up to Breezy Bree for a bit of insurance with 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. And this one's popped up behind home plate. Beltran will make the catch for round number 3 and will go to the top of the 9th. 2-0 in favor of the Unicorns. They're just 3 outs away from taking a 1-0 lead here in the Epic Conference Finals. But they've got the heart of the High Rollers lineup here. 2, 3, 4. Woolley, Range, and Foe. Belmont into pitch. Phillips in at left field defensively. A 1-2 count to Woolley. 2 for 3 today. Ground to the third. Flip-flop up with it. The throw is in time for round number 1. Max Range up 1 for 3 today. We've got lefty versus righty here. The lefty Belmont throwing to the righty Range. Range pops this one into left. Tracking that one is Phillips. She's under it and she'll make the catch. 2 away. And it's up to Becky Foe to extend this one for the High Rollers. She's 1 for 3 today. First pitch swing fouls it off.
That's inside.
Inside 1-1.
No, that's inside.
As is that 2-1.
No, that's low.
Just misses the bottom of the zone. 3-1. Belmont finds zone there. The payoff pitch. Ball 4 and the runner will walk. And just like that, it's one swing baseball here for Blind Ollie. 0 for 3 intense. We're one swing away from the Unicorns taking the series lead. We're one swing away from a 2-2 ball game.
That's high.
It's a 2-1 count. Ollie is 0 for 3.
Outside.
That one misses. 3-1 the count. This is hard hit. That's going to get down into right center. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Take a favorable hop to King Kush. Foe is going to round third head from home, and it's going to be a 2-1 ball game. Don't change that channel, folks. We're not done yet. Mary Stone will come in for Ollie to pinch run. She's in scoring position for Vic Turnpike. 0 for 3 in a 2-1 ball game. Are they going to intentionally walk Turnpike? No, it was just a pitch out. But it's a 3-0 count now. They might as well just put him aboard, get the force out. He will walk to put 2 runners aboard. And it's Carlita Beltran. Will she stay in? She will stay in to take the plate appearance. 0 for 3 tonight. Pressure's all the way up for the rookie. Both rookies, actually, I should say. She hits one, grounds it into right. Runner's going to round third head from home. The throw from Kush in right. In time! King Kush saves the game for the Unicorns! What a throw from King Kush! Both games tonight saved by plays in the outfield. Neon Dion knocked down a run at home, and King Kush wins the game for the Unicorns, gunning Becky Foe at home, and the Unicorns take the 1-0 series lead. Holy cow, what a pair of game number 1s here in the night of conference finals. 2-1, a combined 4 runs so far through 2 games tonight. 7 hits for the High Rollers, Woolley with 2 of them. No one else with multiple hits. Ollie has the RBI for the High Rollers. Someone clip that as well, please. Trey Flip-Flop 4 for 4 tonight. Jose Odor 2 for 4. Kush and Odor with the RBIs. Not a lot else. 4 strikeouts offensively for the Unicorns, 3 for the High Rollers. Floston gets a hard luck loss. Only 1 earned through 6 1/3. 8 hits, a walk, 4 strikeouts. Reynolds gets pegged with another earned through 1 2/3. giving up 3 hits. Mabel Sparks gets the win, no earned through 7 2/3, ringing up 3 herself. A walk and 5 hits. Belmont gets the save in a very circuitous way, put himself in a bunch of danger, but got bailed out by King Kush. Belmont goes 1 1/3, 2 hits, an earned run, and 2 walks. While getting the save, Mabel Sparks, Floston, and Odor are the game's MVPs, but you have to have King Kush because he had an RBI of his own and then the game-winning outfield assist to end the game. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. I need to make some save pack edits for the injury to Tailwind, so we will be right back. We will be back just in a moment. I'll play some nice music. Shut up, music. Here we go. Game number 3, game 2 of the Heroic Conference Finals. Back in Modiard for Gauchos and Vikings. We'll have Steve Stevens versus Joy Holiday on the mound tonight. Or in game 2, I guess I should say. Theo Thunder in for the Gauchos in to replace Samir Tailwind, who's injured, and Vicky Marshall gets rung up there. Puppet, just for you, I did get some water as well. So those first 2 games are any indication of what we're in for the rest of the night. I'll probably need it. French with a flare. Billups with the catch for out number 2. A great play defensively by Billups. Popped up behind home plate. Should be a play for Walker, and he makes it for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. Biscuit, Hex, and Banger do it for the Gauchos here. Big up Billups, as Totino's Marge says. Into right, tracking that one is Marshall. She'll make the catch for out number 1. Okay, I have a question for you guys. When you get the holiday variety pack of Hershey chocolates, what do you go for? Do you go for the normal Hershey's? Do you go for the Mr. Good Bar? Do you go for the Crackle? Or do you go for the dark chocolate? And that's a strikeout for Holiday. She rings up Hex for 2 away. Right, the mix, but like, and those are the 4 that are in the mix. Which one of those 4? Yeah, like which one of those do you is your favorite of those 4? Full count now to Brutus Banger. And he strikes out swinging. 2 strikeouts for Holiday. And we go to the second inning still at 0s. I probably go back and forth between Crackle and Mr. Goodbar on what my favorites are. Because they're both equally as good. I don't like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate, I don't, no. Not my style. 1-2 count here to Gage Deputy. 2-2 now. Hard hit ball right to Billups, round number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 17.
Grounded to second. Yoshida up with it. The throw is in time for round number 2. And here's Amir Williams.
Number 21.
Nice curveball. Makes it a 1-2 count here. Just misses on the slider. 2-2. Breaks his back, fouling that one off. That one's hit through the right side of the infield, and we have our first base runner of the evening. Here in game 3, I should say.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 69.
Brings up Riley Reed. Runner's going, a good arm. Oh, Walker throws it into center field. Walker's usually been reliable, but has had a couple of miscues like that so far in the playoffs. And the Vikings have a runner in scoring position. This one's into left field. Biscuit takes another one up. The runner's going around third head. Oh, goes back.
Now batting, the second baseman, number
A decent throw in by Biscuit in left made the runner retreat to third. The Vikings now with runners at the corners, 2 outs here for Spencer Reed. And Reed puts one down into right. And the Vikings will strike first here in game 3, 1-0.
Now batting, the catcher, number 45.
Vikings get their first run of the conference finals thanks to Spencer Reed. A 1-2 count to Miyuki, the catcher, number 9 hitter. Breaks his bat back to the mound. Stevens gets it first in time for out number 3. But the Vikings get a run up on the board here as the earliest we've seen it so far tonight. Here in the top of the second, 1-0. Bottom half we go. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Gauchos. First pitch swinging, fouled off by Donner Colon. Base nothing against Joy Holiday here. This one into right. Spencer Reed with a leaping grab for out number 1. And Holiday's locked in after facing only 4 batters, striking out 2 of them. We'll see how the Gauchos can react. 1-2 the count to Billups. 2-2 now. Grounded to short. Reed's up with it. The throw is in time for out number 2. Noah Walker with power versus righties. Fouled off from Holiday. 0-2 the count. Walker staying alive. Fouling off several pitches for Holiday. Her 30th of the night gets put into left, and that's going to get down in front of Williams. That's going to be a 2-out single for him. And here is Theo Thunder, the new DH, in for the injured Samir Tailwind. Yeah, if inflamed Achilles is going to be as frequent as it was this season, we're definitely going to knock that down to like tier 2 injury or something. That one's going to get down into right, and the Gauchos will have themselves another base hit. Runner's going to go first to third, so at the corners for the Gauchos, and it's Kazuo Yoshida with a chance to tie things up here with a base hit. First pitch strike called on the slider. Curveball misses, 1-1. Swings through that, 1-2. Pops it up third base side. Freishek going back for it. And he'll make the catch for out number 3, so the Gauchos leave a pair stranded as we go to the top of the third. Top of the order do it for the Vikings as they lead 1-0. And Marshall lead things off with a hit up the middle. Leadoff runner aboard for the Vikings.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 41.
Judd French Billups to the diving stop. The throw is not going to be in time, though. So back-to-back singles for the Vikings. They've got things cooking to start things off here in the top of the third. Liam Freishek with a runner in scoring position now. Lots of speed on the bases for the Vikings. Now a 3-0 count to Freishek. That one's nowhere close, and the bases will be loaded for Gage Deputy.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 10.
The Vikings a chance to assert themselves here early in this one. Hard hit ball, but that is foul. A 2-1 count for Deputy. That one's in the zone, 2-2. That one's hard hit right to Billups for round number 1. A line shot snagged by Billups. That will bring up Quai Hatmore.
17.
Hatmore into left. That's fairly deep for Miranda Biscuit. She'll make the catch. Runner's going to tag for home. Biscuit doesn't even throw home, and the run will score, and the Vikings up 2-0.
The left fielder, number 21.
Ground to the third, Hex up with it. The throw will be in time for out number 3. The Vikings Scratch another one across, makes it a 2-0 ball game going into the bottom of the third with Dion, Biscuit, and Hex do it for the Gauchos.
The center fielder, number 5.
Swing and a miss. Dion gets rung up there by Holiday. Brings us back to the top of the order with Biscuit. Holiday with 3 strikeouts here through 2 1/3. But a quick 3-0 count to Biscuit. Biscuit swinging at the 3-0, muffed by Deputy. The throw not going to be in time, and that'll be an infield single. So a ball muffed by Deputy. We didn't even get an error message or anything. Just muffed by Deputy, and the runner will be aboard here for Athena Hex now. And it's a 3-1 count for Hex. That one finds its own. The count is full. That one's hit hard. That's going to be through the right side of the infield. 2 runners aboard for the Gauchos now. With only 1 out, and here's Brutus Banger. Banger with a hard hit ball, but foul. Down the first base line. Holiday no longer locked in after giving up a couple of base hits. Runners are going. The throw to third will be in time. Biscuit gets gunned down, but Hex is at second now. The double steal doesn't work, and Banger pops this one up behind home plate. And that'll be caught by Miyuki for out number 3. Yeah, they don't give errors on the dives or anything, but usually you still get that little error message, you know, the percent chance of missing or whatever. Like, it didn't even show that. Like, it didn't even do the boom, like the little gloop noise and the exclamation point. It didn't even do that. It was just a silent misplay. So here we are, top of the 4th. Riley Reed to lead things off, and she will draw a walk. Not a great start here by Stevens. Through 3 innings, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 2 walks. Not the end of the world, but with runs being a premium here tonight, 2-run deficit. And missing one of your top offensive pieces. Seems to be a decent hill to climb. This one is into right, a high fly ball. Under it is a colon for out number 1. Grounded to second, Yoshida to Billups. Billups to first, Dragon special, and that gets us out of the top of the 4th. Bottom half we go. Colin, Billups, and Walker do up here. See if they can get this Gauchos offense kick started. They have knocked Holiday out of locked in, and we'll start the bottom of the 4th with a single up the middle. So leadoff runner aboard for the Gauchos. Holiday hasn't been dominant this year. I should just have all 4 teams instead of cycling between back and forth between 2 of them. I feel like that would be easier. This one's a high fly ball into center field. Tracking back is Judd French. He's at the wall, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Oh, didn't miss that one by more than a few feet. And that's allowed out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Holiday on the year, well, a better ERA than I remembered. Knocked it down a bit, I guess, at the end. A 3.66 ERA, a 1.37 WHIP, 10 walks to 19 strikeouts in 27 innings pitched. Another high fly ball, this one into left, but this one not nearly as deep. Amir Williams is under it. He makes the catch for round number 2. The Thunder, first pitch swing, grounds this one to Reed, and she'll get it to first in time for out number 3. So nothing doing for the Gauchos after the leadoff single. Will go top of the 5th, and a 2-0 ball game. Top of the order to it for the Vikings.
Number 37.
Steve Stevens this year was a 2.16 ERA pitcher with a 1.2 whip, 22 strikeouts to 16 walks. Pitched 25 innings in the regular season. Did not surrender a home run during the regular season. I don't remember enough of the first 2 rounds to think if he did or not in those rounds. But 2 quick outs for Stevens here in the top of the 5th. Brings up Liam Freishak.
Third baseman. Number 16.
Grounder up the middle, a dive from Billups. She's up with it. The throw is in time. A 1-2-3 inning from Stevens, and we go bottom 5th. Yoshida, Dion, then Biscuit do up for the Gauchos here.
Now batting, the second baseman. Number 30.
Holiday, though, back to locked in. 65 pitches to start off the inning. A chopper to Reed. He's up with it in time at first. 1 away.
Center fielder. Number 5.
That's going to get down in the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Dion is digging for second. French up with it. And Dion will have himself a 1-out double.
Now batting.
And that brings us back to the top of the order. Miranda, Biscuit. Holiday no longer locked in.
Inside.
1-1 the count to Biscuit here. Ooh, strike 2 called on the outside edge. This one into left. Amir Williams tracking it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And that brings up Athena Hex. So pitching for the Vikings so far this series, just in the second game, but has done a good job. Honestly, the 1 run for the Gauchos in the first game could arguably be unearned, as Amir Williams really should have been charged with an error there, and that run was all that game had in it. So some solid pitching from the starters here from the Gauchos, and they get out of another inning, another runner wasted in scoring position, and we go top of the 6th, still 2-0 for the Vikings. But on the other hand, it's not like the Gauchos starting pitching hasn't done anything bad. We had Cade 6 pitch, I think, 7-8 innings. And then Poodle Starfire go in the final 2, I believe, and shutting out the Vikings in game 1. And fluke couple of earned runs here to Stevens. I mean, been fairly balanced so far here. And 2 quick outs again for Stevens here. Amir Williams up now.
Number 21.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Vikings did score the same inning that Walker tried to catch someone stealing, but threw it into center field. But we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, still 2-0. Oh, the runs were scored in separate innings.
Number 0.
I had thought that they were scored in the same inning.
Now batting, the right fielder. Number 40.
Colin up to bat here, 1 for 2. He gets this one down into right. A 1-out single for him. Mojo down for Holiday. She's been flirting back and forth with locked in throughout these last few innings. Popped up by Billups into right. And that'll be caught by Marshall 2 away. And there's the Mojo increase again. Here against Noah Walker, 1 for 2. With that power versus right-handed pitchers active. Runner is going for second, and good night, Sweet Prince. And that will retire the side. Into the 7th we go, 2-0 in favor of the Vikings. Reed, Miyuki do it for the Vikings.
The shortstop, number 69.
No, inside.
Stevens starting the 7th with 77 pitches.
Play.
2-0 count to Reed. Riley Reed, that is, the shortstop. Single and a walk so far tonight. She's fouled off a few, makes it a 2-2 count. This one back. Looks like it will get out of play, and it will. Popped up into left. Biscuit will be under it, making the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Here is Spencer Reed, the second baseman. RBI single on the night for him so far.
Steve. Steve, right.
Swing and miss there. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Stevens.
Now batting, the catcher.
He's battled back, has gotten through the better part of this Vikings lineup a couple times. He's locked in now, looking to finish off the 7th inning. But Miyuki singles that one up the middle, and a runner will be aboard. Mojo down for Stevens.
Now batting, the right
And back to the top of the order, Vicky Marshall. And that will actually do it for Stevens. He goes 6 2/3, 2 earned, and the ball will be turned over to Jebediah Octagon. This one into right center, and that one's going to get down in front of Dion. Entered no man's land in right center, and no one was able to get up to it before it dropped. And the Vikings have runners at the corners here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs for Judge French. Runners going, the throw from Walker. In time, this time a better throw from him, and he retires the side. Bottom of the 7th we go, still a 2-0 ball game. 6, 7, 8, do it for the Gauchos.
the catcher, number 24.
And here is Walker to start off the bottom of the 7th. Ended the top half with a caught stealing. See if he can get his offense going. But will strike out, looking one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 15.
That's up.
Theo Thunder into left. High fly ball tracking back is Amir Williams, and it's caught at the warning track for round number 2. The Gauchos have had a couple of borderline fly balls. That one not quite as borderline as the other one I was thinking. That was hitting to center field, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Holiday as we go into the top of the 8th inning, still 2-0. It's French, Freishak, and Deputy to up for
The center fielder,
the Vikings here. Octagon will resume on the mound. Hard hit ball to second. Yoshida stopping it and getting to first in time for round number 1. A good play by Yoshida.
the third baseman.
Digging deep for that one and knocking down the speedy French.
Steve, right. Ball high.
Lefty versus righty here with Octagon pitching to the righty Freishak. Freishak 0 for 2, but with a 3-1 count. Allen finds his own. The count is full. Grounder to second again. Yoshida makes the backhanded stop and gets it to Banger in time for round number 2. A couple of good defensive plays by Yoshida at second. Brings up Gage Deputy 0 for 3.
Outside. Steve, right. No pie.
Gage Deputy, a 306 batter this season. As she puts one into left, that one is deep at the wall. Biscuit makes the jumping catch for round number 3. She robs Gage Deputy of a home run and keeps it a 2-0 ball game.
Now batting,
Biscuit times that one nicely, and we have a robbery here in the conference finals. The Vikings make their defensive substitution. McMaster at first and Hefty Weeb at third, trying to get their last 6 out of the ball games here and forcing us for a for sure stream tomorrow night. Holiday locked in, but at 93 pitches here in the 7th with a 2-2 count here to Dion. Dion a grounder to second. Spencer up with it. The throw is in time for round number 1.
now batting,
Brings us back to Biscuit.
fielder,
Kept the game 2-0 with the robbery in left. Biscuit needs to show Hamish Rifleman how to do that. 2-1 the count. That one's high, 3-1. Biscuit into right, tracking back is McMaster. She's at the wall, and it's caught for round number 2. The Gauchos are just been feet away. The Gauchos have been feet away tonight several times and just come up shy of the wall. And it's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. That one looked good, but died in front of the wall, and another ground out to second for out number 3, and will go to the top of the 9th, still 2-0. I for sure thought that one had enough to at least hit the wall. I didn't think that one was going to come short of the wall completely. I really thought that one was gone. Hard hit ball, and Quiet Hatmore has himself a leadoff single to start off the 9th inning. Brings up Amir Williams, 1 for 3 tonight. Popped up into right. And Colin is there to make the catch, 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 69.
Riley Reed up now, 1 for 2 today. Takes the first pitch strike inside. Octagon checks on runner. He's back in time. Swings through that one. And swings through that one. Octagon rings her up there. His first strikeout of the night.
Second baseman, number 9.
And that brings up Spencer Reed. He's got power versus lefties. Let's see if he can take that to his advantage here. Curveball called a strike there. That's a hard hit ball. Grounded to Yoshida. Yoshida to first in time for round number 3. And to the bottom of the 9th we go. Gauchos need 2 to tie, 3 to win, 3, 4, 5. Do up in the lineup here. Combined 2 for 6 tonight. Banger 0 for 3. Hot Mike on the mound here to try and close out the game. Starts off Banger with a 1-1 count. That one swung on through the left side of the infield. Banger will be aboard. And just like that, one swing could tie us up here. And it's down here Colin. He's 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles.
Number 40.
Hard hit ball, but foul. Popped up into center. Tracking that one is French. He is under it, and he'll make the catch, 1 away. Brings up Sophia Billups. She's 0 for 3 so far in this contest. Takes the first pitch strike. And swings through that slider, 0-2. Curveball swung on and missed. Hot Mike rings her up there on 3 pitches. And it's up to Noah Walker.
Number
2-0 to Walker. He's 1 for 3. Strike called there, 2-1. Popped up into center. This should do it. French is under it. And he makes the catch, round number 3, and the Vikings even up the series here in the Heroic Conference Finals at 1 game apiece, 2-0. 2 runs scored through the second and third innings is all they needed to win 2-0. 8 hits for both teams here in game 3. Marshall, the only one with multi-hits, 2 for 4. Wyatt Hatmore with an RBI, as well as Spencer Reed. 8 hits for the Gauchos, 2 by Colin, and few scattered across. No walks in game 2 for the Gauchos, 5 strikeouts. Halliday gets the win, 7 2/3 pitch, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts. Hot Mike with the save. 1 hit surrendered in 1 1/3 and a strikeout as well. Stevens gets a hard luck loss. 2 earned through 6 2/3, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 6 hits. An Octagon with 2 1/3 innings in relief. A good outing from the rookie, though. Only giving up 2 hits, no earned, and a strikeout. Your MVP is Holiday, followed by Stevens. Another pitching duel here in the conference finals. And then Hot Mike. Oh, all pitchers. Nothing but pitchers here in game number 2. Or game number 2 of the Heroic Conference Finals. Game 3 overall tonight. And we will now go into what is for sure the final game of the night, as we will push to a night 2. Game 2 of the Epic Conference Finals with the High Rollers and the Unicorns. Well, the High Rollers even up the series a la the Vikings. And we need you. And we need you. And we need you. Renault versus Pete Dropkin here in game 2 of the Epic Conference Finals. Let's see if the Unicorns can push the High Rollers to the brink of elimination.
Number 27.
Piston Omen first pitch swinging into center. Breezy Bree tracks that one down nicely for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Brings up. Oh, shoot. I forgot to make the proper adjustments. I didn't do it in here because numpty. That wasn't right. Foe is definitely not number 2. Don't mind me. Substitute. Wally Wooly. Hey, at least I catch it before anything really bad happens. Omen, Wooly, Foe, Ollie, Turnpike. Beltron, stop. Don't mind me. Alright, here we go for real this time. But nonetheless, Renault against Dropkin.
The center fielder, number 27.
And Piston Omen to lead us off.
Ball inside. Steve right. Steve right.
1-2 the count to Omen. And he swings through that one. A strikeout for Renault to start the game.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3.
The true outcome a bit different, but in all, first recorded out, and we are making history. Nothing is different. 2-2 count to Wally Wooly. He swings through that one, and Renault has 2 strikeouts to start off the game.
The first baseman, number 89.
And here is Max Range. Range first pitch swinging, fouls that one off. And this one will be foul. We'll make it a 2-2 count. Oh, wait, no. Walker will make the catch. Round number 3. The foul territory got to me here in Shaka, and the side is retired. We'll go to the bottom of the first. We'll get to see our first look of Peach Dropkin here against the Unicorns. And that's going to be a strikeout to start off the inning for Dropkin. So pitchers starting off strong with strikeouts here in Game 2 of the Epic Conference Finals. So, in looking this up, I know I'm going to jinx it to begin with, but I'm curious nonetheless. It's 5-6. So, if I remember correctly, the night Fizek did the playoff stream, that first playoff stream, week 1, day 1, we had 19 combined runs, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. He said that was the lowest in league history. Well, tonight we've got 6. So we need anything fewer than 13 runs in Game 4, and we've got ourselves a brand new record in, not futility, that's not the right word because it's good pitching, but we've got a new record in pitching, I guess. But 2 aboard for the Unicorns here in the bottom of the first, only 1 out here for Flip Flop. She had herself a nice Game 1. She was 4 for 4. Looking to start off Game 2 in a strong way. She will draw a walk to load the bases for the Unicorns, and here is Gerald Davis. Early troubles for Peach Dropkin. She also got into trouble early in that second game against the Bombers, giving up 2 home runs to the first 2 batters she faced, but was able to tough it out for a good chunk of that game and flip the script on the Bombers. Ended up, I think, getting the win in that game, honestly. She ended up going 5 or 6. But a walk will bring in a run, and the Unicorns have the lead here 1-0. Not what you want to see from Peach Dropkin here early. That's a hard hit ball, but that will be foul. So bases loaded, 1 out for Breezy Bree. That's a roller down the first base line. Max Range scoops it, gets it to the Dropkin, who covers in time for out number 2, but another run scores, makes it 2-0 Unicorns. Almost 30 pitches already on the night for Dropkin, not even out of the first inning yet. Grounded to second, this will be the end of the inning, but the Unicorns put up 2 in the bottom of the first and lead 2-0. Faux Ollie and Turnpike due up. Line Dolly up to bat now.
Steve Wright.
2-2 now to Ollie. Fouls that one off. Strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone. The third strikeout for an O here tonight. She'll probably be locked in. She is. 3 strikeouts through 5 batters faced. If you like pitching, boy, have you ever come to the right place tonight here in night 1 of the conference finals. An absolutely dominating performance by starting pitchers tonight. A full count here to Turnpike. Turnpike puts this one into deep center field, but here we are in Shaka, and with Breezy Bree making that play look fairly easy, and we'll go to the bottom of the second, still 2-0. Porterhouse, Hatman, and Odor due up.
The second baseman, number 12.
Nope, that's low. Nope, that's inside.
Dropkin no longer tense after the rough first inning, but with a 3-1 count to Porterhouse, she'll lose him there, and the mojo goes right back down. We'll see if the Unicorns can succeed where the Bombers could not, and putting Dropkin 6 feet under right as the game starts. The door is open for the Unicorns. Let's see if Dropkin can battle back or the Unicorns bust the door open.
Steve Wright.
2-1 to Hatman. His first appearance of game 2. Swings through that one, 2-2 count. Chops that one foul. And the count is full. 3 walks already on the night for Dropkin. And that will be number 4. How much longer will the leash be on Reynolds? I'm sorry, on Dropkin. Before we see someone like Tipsy Reynolds. Already back to the top of the order with Jose Odor. Chopper up the middle. Turnpike will throw it to first for out number 1. But both runners advance 90 feet for Iron Balls Walker. 2 in scoring position for him here. First pitch strike on a slider. Fastball up the middle. That's going to score 1, if not 2. Runner's going to round third. The throw for moment to home is not in time. And the Unicorns double them up here. 4-0 here.
The right fielder, number 68.
King Kush now. RBI man active. He put that to good use last game. Had himself an RBI with that active. See if he can come through again here. 2-2 count. Inside, the count is full. And that will be another walk issued by Dropkin.
Now batting, the third baseman, number.
Imagine one game ruining the record. Well, popped up into left, flip-flop. Puts this one to long stop, and he makes a catch for round number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 50.
And here's Gerald Davis, 2 on, 2 out. 56 pitches for Dropkin. One and 2 the count. Fouled off by Davis. An RBI on the night with the bases loaded walk. But watch his strike. 3 go by him and he gets rung up there. Another 2 on the board for the Unicorns, though. They lead 4-0 after 2. Top of the third, 7-8-9. Do it for the High Rollers. Renault locked in, much the opposite of her counterpart, Dropkin, but that's going to be the first base runner the High Rollers get of the evening. A leadoff single for the rookie Beltran.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 1.
Here's G. Baby Evans. That was against the Stingers to close out game 3, Donut. So Jarius Evans didn't do a whole lot on the year, was most known for his walk-off grand slam against the Serpents in their first game of the season.
Number 25.
That was pretty much the majority of what he did this year. Only had 1 other home run and 6 other RBIs beyond that. But 2 aboard for the High Rollers here in the top of the third. Renault no longer locked in after a hit and a walk. Oh, but long stop gets rung up on 3 pitches. 1 away.
The center fielder, number 27.
That's inside.
1-2 the count to Omen. 4 strikeouts already for Renault tonight. Back to locked in. Full count though to Omen. The pitch not close, and it will be a walk to load the bases for the High Rollers this time. And Wally Woolley up to bat. Can the High Rollers scrape across a couple of runs here? Bases loaded, only 1 out here in the top of the third. A grounded to first. Hatman will take it himself to first for out number 2. A run will come across, makes it a 4-1 ball game.
Number 89.
The High Rollers on the board here, 4-1 now in the top of the third. 2 outs, 2 on. Both in scoring position now for max range. Range into right center. King Kush will be under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So a run for the High Rollers makes it a 3-run ball game going into the bottom of the third. 6, 7, 8 up for the Unicorns. Have to wonder if Dropkin will stay out there. She will at least start the third inning, but 61 pitches. 5 walks, 3 hits through 2 innings pitched, 4 earned. And a 3-1 count here to Breezy Bree. And that will be another walk issued by Reynolds.
Now batting, the catcher, number 23.
Popped up into left center is Moose Shaw. High Rollers converge, will be Piston Omen making the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman. Now pitching.
And that will be the night for Dropkin. She goes 2 1/3, and here comes Tipsy Reynolds. She's got to chew up some innings here for the High Rollers and try to keep the Unicorns at bay. She faces off against Haggy Porterhouse. 2-2, swing and a miss. Porterhouse rung up there.
Now batting, the first
2 away, and here's Alex Hatman.
26.
Grounded or chopper to second. Woolley gets the first in time for out number 3, and the Unicorns turned away for the first time tonight. 4-1 as we enter the top of the 4th. Becky Foe to lead things off for the High Rollers. Swings through the first pitch there. Called strike. 0-2 to Foe. And swing and a miss there. Foe gets rung up on 3 pitches. The 5th strikeout for Renault tonight.
Third baseman, number 40.
She's back to locked in, facing off against Blind Ollie. Renault sacrificed a hit and 2 walks so far. Ollie to grounds to Porterhouse in time for round number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
And that's a hard hit ball by Turnpike. That gets down to the center. A 2-out single for Turnpike.
Now batting, the catcher, number 30.
Here is Beltran. The only other hit given up by Renault other than that by a long stop there. I'm sorry, Turnpike. Beltran falls behind 0-2. Doesn't chase the high changeup. But strike 3 called, and the side is retired. Bottom 4 we go. It's the top of the order to do it for the Unicorns.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 13.
That's down. Nope, that's low. Nope, that's outside.
3-0 to Odor. Reynolds finds his own there. 3-1 swung on into right. Evans is there. He'll make the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the left.
Woody Walker on an early cycle watch. A double and a single so far. Hard hit ball, but foul. Grounds that one to Range. Range will step on the bag for round number 2.
Now batting,
Now bring up King Kush.
fielder, number 68.
That's low. Steve right. Steve right. Nope, nope.
Chopper back to the mound and sorts. Reynolds making the play for out number 3, and we'll go to the top of the 5th. 4-1 your score here. Evans long stop and Ullman 2 up. So here we have 5 combined runs here in game number 4, almost doubling up the night's total so far. Donut Boy redeeming points to a created player. I need to make sure I have all of these recorded this season. Full count here to Evans. That one is foul. Into right, Cush is there. Makes the catch one away. Square decides to play Halo Infinite instead of watching the games with us. Calling you out, Squared.
Steve Wright.
1 and 2, the count now to Alex Longstop, 0 for 1 so far. Rounded to second. Porterhouse up with it. In time for round number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 27.
Right.
And 0 and 2 quickly to Piston Omen. Omen into left center. That's going to get down and roll to the wall. That will be a 2-out double for Omen.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3.
This one's popped up in foul territory. It should end the inning. Musha makes the catch.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 30.
That's down. Right. Right.
This one to Woolley. He takes on one hop, gets the first in time for round number 1. Tipsy Reynolds with the mojo boost.
The designated hitter, number 50.
Reynolds locked in through 2 innings so far. But Gerald Davis puts this one into the gap. That's going to roll to the wall. Big man will just stay put at first, though, with a single.
Now batting, the center
Evans with the speed, able to recover that one quickly.
7.
Easy come, easy go for Reynolds. Now neutral again. And this will be a Dragon special to end the inning. Bit of an awkward play there, but to the 6th we go, still 4-1.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
This one is over the head of Odor, and that one gets down. A leadoff single for the Riot Rollers to start off the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the
Renault doing well, but up to 81 pitches here to start off the 6th. No outs here in the 6th, so 5+ and 80 pitches, so she might not be much longer in this one. But Foe gets run up again. That's 2 strikeouts night for Foe at least.
the third baseman,
And that turns things over to Blind Ollie.
All inside.
Three for Foe in this game, so Foe sombrero.
now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
But 2 aboard for the High Rollers, their best chance they've had a while here tonight. 2-1 with only 1 out in the top of the 6th. Renault still locked in. That one's away from Moose Shaw, but she recovers nicely. No runners can advance. It's a 1-1 count to Vic Turnpike, and Turnpike takes one off the hip. Oh, that could be a massive swing in this one. The High Rollers now have the bases loaded, and that will do it for Renault. In comes Doku Shi. A tough ask here for Shi. First pitch swinging, though, is Beltran. She pops it up in the infield. Infield fly is called, and Odor will make the catch, round number 2. A roller coaster of emotions we just had there in 2 pitches. Evans gets that one past the diving Hatman, and a run will come to score. It's 2-4.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 1.
And here is Longstop. Evans with the RBI single makes it a 2-4 game. We have now doubled up the night here in game 4. This one to Hatman, it's off his glove, and it trickles in the outfield, and another run will score. It's a 1-run ball game.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 27.
3-4 here in the top of the 6th. That's a hard hit ball, but foul. Alex Hatman costing the Unicorns 2 runs. This is a ground to Odor. He gets to the first in time for out number 3. The side is retired, but the Unicorns surrender 2 runs, makes it a 1-run game going in the bottom of the 6th. Hatman not coming through defensively for his team. 2 off his glove allows 2 to score for the High Rollers. And the Unicorns facing off against the Tipsy Reynolds, locked in. Hard hit ball by Moonshaw into left. Easy play for a long stop there, 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 12.
Fouls that one off, 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Porterhouse gets rung up there.
Now batting,
And here is Hatman.
number 26.
Steve Wright.
Popped up behind the plate, and that looks like it'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Tipsy Reynolds. And we'll head to the top of the 7th in a 1-run ball game. 2-3-4 do it for the High Rollers here.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3.
Wally Woolley to lead things off, 0 for 3. And a 3-1 count from Shee. And that will be a leadoff walk given up by Shee.
Now batting, the first
Who else is in the Unicorns bullpen? It is Trevor Belmont with Doku Shee, Tina Thick, and Chesley Hickman. And it's another one off the glove of Hatman, but this time a bit better of a bounce for the Unicorns. It goes to Porterhouse, who recovers in time to get the throw off. Does get the out at first, but a runner advances into scoring position for Becky Foe. But a 3-0 count here. She not having a great day, and that's a walk for She. Another one issued. That puts 2 aboard here for Blind Ollie. Doku She is 10, staying in the game. We've seen Blind Ollie flip the scripts a couple of times this postseason, but pops this one up to first. Hatman will make the catch there for 2 away. And that gives it over to Vic Turnpike. He took one off the hip. That started the High Roller rally in the top of the 6th. Let's see what he can do here, 0-1. My throat's getting a little sore. That one's chopper, but foul. 1-2. The count came and activated for Doku Shee. Turnpike doesn't chase high. 2-2. Strike 3 call at the top of the zone, and Turnpike is rung up. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, still in a 1-run ball game. Odor, Walker, and King Kush do up.
The shortstop, number 13.
The High Rollers manager asking from 6+ from Reynolds. So far, she's gone 3 2/3 and only given up a hit. She's locked in and gets her 3rd strikeout of the evening. Odor gets rung up there. 3 Ks through 4 innings of relief for Tipsy Reynolds. She's mowing them down and keeping her team in this game. Trying to even the epic conference final series at 1 game apiece. Walker, a hard hit ball, but Woolley making the catch for round number 2. At 50 pitches here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Hard hit ball, this one out of the reach of Wally Woolley, so King Kush will be aboard. Just the second base runner the Unicorns have had over the past 4 innings of Tipsy Reynolds. 4 1/3 innings, excuse me. Trey flip-flop not following up that game one performance as she would have liked. King Kush going to second will be under the tag. He's in scoring position now. And they might just intentionally walk flip-flop now. They will. She is 99-99 on power and contact. And they will intentionally walk her to get the force out at every base. But here's 98-99 Gerald Davis. So pick your poison against the Unicorns. But it pays off as Davis pops this one up to Ollie. He's under it at third. And he'll make the catch for round number 3, and the side is retired. We'll go to the top of the 8 still in a 4-3 ball game. 7-8-9 do it for the High Rollers. Carlita Beltran 1 for 3. Beltran, first pitch swinging, puts this one in the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. She's dinging for 2. She'll have herself a leadoff double. Tying run 180 feet away for the High Rollers, and they'll bring in the hero of the semifinals or the divisional round, whatever you want to call it, Colton King, and he puts one up the middle. Runner's going to round third, head from home. The throw from Bree is not going to be in time, and the High Rollers have tied things up at 4 apiece. The High Rollers with the total team mentality so far in the playoffs in Season 7. It's been next man up, and every player of the High Rollers has delivered when their time is called. King will tag up, go to third, so the go-ahead run 90 feet away here for Piston Omen. Only one out here. Dokushi still on the mound. Tense, 2 innings pitch and earned run. Infield playing in, flip-flops going to go home, and they're going to get King in a rundown. Looks like flip-flop will apply the tag, puts 2 away. Runner now replaced on first, so go-ahead run 270 feet away now for Wally Woolley. But good speed on the runner, so a base hit if it's in the gap. Could score a run. That one's a hard hit ball, but right to Porterhouse for out number 3. Into the bottom of the 8th we go. Now a tie ball game at 4 apiece. The High Rollers have scored 4 unanswered to tie things up here. Beltran will take over in right. Colton King now behind the plate. Tipsy Reynolds still locked in. The thrower's 60th pitch. Locked in for 4 2/3. That intentional walk, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. Bree swings through that one, makes it a 2-2 count. That's a hard hit ball. That's going to get down into right. Leadoff runner aboard for the Unicorns to start off the bottom of the 8th. Just out of the outstretched glove of Max Range. Couldn't quite get to that one. Here's Mushaw 0 for 3 tonight. Here in game number 2. Runner's going, and that throw is not in time. Bree just under the tag. I thought King had that throw in time, but that arm not quite strong as Beltran's ends. So that making a big difference. So the go-ahead run for the Unicorns now 180 feet away. Musha chops this one back to Reynolds. She gets off the mound, throws to the first in time for round number 1, but the runner advances 90 feet. Here's Haggy Porterhouse with the go-ahead run. Now 90 feet away for the Unicorns, retaking the lead. Reynolds still locked in. With a 1-2 count now to Porterhouse. That one's low, 2-2. Pressure is all the way up here. And it's a full count to Porterhouse. Porterhouse swings 3-2. That might have been ball 4. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Infield playing in. Batter is walked, and that's going to put runners at the corners. Reynolds starting to labor now, maybe with her pitch count above 60. And that will do it for Reynolds. In comes Walter Milan. The rookie inherits runners at the corners here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game in game 2 of the Epic Conference Finals against the veteran Alex Habman, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he's behind 3-0 to Hatman. And that will load the bases. A 4-pitch walk from Milan. And here's the tense 0 for 4 Jose Odor.
Number 13.
Ball inside.
6 straight balls from Milan from coming into the game. Finds his own there on the fork ball. 2-1 the count to Odor. Odor fouls that one off, makes it a 2-2 count. Swings through that one. Milon rings him up there.
Now back. The left.
A huge second out for Melon, and that brings up Woody Walker. Iron balls up the middle, and he'll re-give the Unicorns the lead 5-4. Woody Iron Balls Walker puts the Unicorns back on top with an RBI single.
Number 68.
King Kush grounds that one to max range. He'll take it himself for round number 3. And to the top of the 9th we go. High Rollers need another one to tie things up. They've got their part of the order to a 3-4-5 range. Foe and Ollie to try and do just that. Keisha Phillips will come in defensively in left. Note, with the night Alex Hatman has had, I'm surprised she doesn't take over first. Granted, the game doesn't know that. Wax range into left center, and it's a tie ball game! In a blink of an eye, we're tied at 5. Dokushi can't get it done in relief, and the High Rollers once again tie things up.
Now pitching.
And she is finally pulled. Not a great night for him. And the ball is turned over to Tina Thick.
That's inside. Right.
The first home run we've seen tonight.
Steve Wright.
And it ties the game up at 5 apiece. And Becky Foe into left. That one's going to kiss the scoreboard. No, it didn't, but the High Rollers take their first lead of the night. 6-5. 420 blaze it, Becky Foe.
Now batting. The third baseman. Number 40.
Ollie first pitch swing grounds it to Porterhouse. He gets it to first in time for round number 1.
Now batting. The shortstop. Number 20.
Right. Ball inside.
Here's Vic Turnpike, 1 for 3 tonight. And that all-important hit by pitch that led to 2 runs scoring for the High Rollers. That one's in the dirt, and Turnpike will walk. That one's rattling all the way back there. Who knows what's happening with that one?
Number 36.
That brings up Carlita Beltran, 2 for 4 tonight. We now have 11 runs in this game. We needed less than 13, and we are at the precipice. And Thick or Musha having some trouble. I don't know who exactly it is. I'm going to blame it on Thick. Her accuracy isn't that great. A full count to Beltran with a runner at second, 1 away. And that will be high, ball 4. And Beltran will walk, bringing up Colton King.
Number 46.
That's inside. That's down. Inside.
That's a 3-0 count. And that's a 4-pitch walk. The bases will be loaded for the High Rollers.
Now batting.
And here's Alex Longstop.
Number 25.
Vic finds his own there. Misses 1-1. Longstop swings at that one, pops it up. Just managed to get it into the outfield grass. Haggy Porterhouse makes the catch for round number 2.
Now batting. The center fielder. Number 27.
And here is Piston Omen with the bases loaded, 2 outs. High Rollers leading for the first time in the Epic Conference Finals. And Piston Omen just might have hit a grand slam. It's gone! And forget about setting the record. The High Rollers say, fuck that business, and they have blown the door open.
Now batting. The second baseman. Now pitching. Number 49.
That's inside. Ball inside.
Thick got murdered. Dokushi got murdered. It was just all bad. We were on pace for a record low of runs tonight, and the High Rollers score 7 in the final 2 innings.
Number 30.
Off the plate. Nope. Outside.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 50.
All outside.
Yes, Renault was fantastic. She was fantastic up until she hit Vic Turnpike with the pitch that loaded the bases, and then she gave up like 2 runs. And yeah, it fell apart from there. And a quick in the bottom of the 9th, and the High Rollers with the late inning heroics take game 2 of the Epic Conference Finals, evens up at 1 apiece. 7 runs scored in the 8th and 9th inning, and break the hearts of the Unicorns, and breaks the chance of having an SSBL record set. That was insanity. We had our first home runs of the evening tonight, and they were monster ones. Max Rain to tie it up, Becky Foe to take the lead, and Piston Omen to put the salt in the wound, the grand slam. Becky Foe did not have a sombrero, just 2. Wooly, Foe, and then some sprinkled out there. Only 7 hits tonight from the Unicorns. Walker with 3 of them, 2 of them from Kush, and then only 2 other hits for the Unicorns. As Tipsy Reynolds goes 5 innings, only gives up 3 hits and 2 walks, an earned run to her name. Walter Milan will end up getting the win, going 1 2/3, giving up only a hit and a walk and a strikeout. The loss will get charged to Tina Thick, giving up 5 2/3 of an inning. Yokushi also getting rocked a bit, 2 earned through 2 2/3. Renault did have a pretty good outing. I feel like 2 of those 3 earned were, or maybe 1 or 2 of those 3 earned were from Dokushi not pitching well. Renault's pitch count was a bit high. Did have 7 strikeouts. MVP is Piston Omen, Woody Walker, and Max Range. Becky Foe should also be up there, and Tipsy Reynolds as well. Well, what a roller coaster of a night. We were looking at an absolute pitching duel. Far and away, looked like we were going to set a record low runs scored on the night, and then the High Rollers said, not on my watch. And we are all squared in both conference finals, 1-1, and we'll have a full slate for you guys tomorrow. But thank y'all for tuning in. It's been a crazy night, and I assume tomorrow will be just as crazy, if not somehow more so. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow one way or another. Have a good rest of your night, everyone.